ghouls, ghosts, goblins, government tax audits. All of these things scare the shit out of me. More so, the tax audit. I'm just saying. This is simply horrifying. This month, we take a look at
Tales from the Crypt.
And we are back for another edition of Simply Horrifying from Simplistic Reviews. Another episode from Season 3, as if you didn't think I liked Season 3 enough already. Another great episode of Season 3. I'll almost go on record. I said that Season 2 was probably my favorite season, but more I think about Season 3 has so many really good episodes. And this one, it's good in the way that it reminds me of like my childhood in a way, or at least it reminds me of the Goonies. And whenever I think of the Goonies, it reminds me of my childhood completely. And funny enough, there's also a Goonies kind of reference or connection in this episode. Now this is called Undertaking Parlor. It was directed by Michael Tao, or Michael Thao, however you want to pronounce it. He hasn't really done a lot either. This is probably the biggest gig he ever had in Hollywood. I think he's an editor for other movies and TV shows, but this was like his big first TV directorial debut. So, Undertaking Parlor. It opens up with kids leaving a movie theater, really foul mouths, and I remember when I saw this as a kid, I was like, God, these guys curse a lot, and these kids are like real, like they're shitheads, kind of. So they're talking about the movie they were just in, how, that was bullshit, and they didn't like the movie and everything, so... and these kids are supposed to be like, we're big horror film buffs, which kind of gets my attention as well. So they're walking the alley, and they get scared by another one of their friends, who is Data from the Goonies, and he's always carrying around a video camera. He wants to be a director and stuff like that. So one of his other buddies challenges him and says, if you really want to get scared, why don't you come with us? We'll take you to a funeral parlor. So they end up going to a funeral parlor where we meet John Glover, who plays the Undertaker. And he's a very unscrupulous character, so you automatically know this character is going to get his at the end, automatically. What's funny about these episodes, as soon as you see a scumbag, that guy gets it pretty much 99% of the time. So John Glover is this really unscrupulous Undertaker who's taking a lot of shortcuts and selling bogus coffins cut rate coffins at premium prices. So this guy's a real not very nice guy. So one of the kids stumbles upon, who's supposed to be like the chunk of the group from the Goonies. He stumbles upon this plan that they're basically killing people in town, or killing richer people in town with the help. The Undertaker's in cahoots with the local pharmacist who's selling, bad asthma medicine or battery acid to clients, and they're dying, and they're shipping the business over to the Undertaker, who's taking a cut, and the pharmacist taking the other cut. So there's a conspiracy in town that the kids have to unveil or have to put out there, so these people get theirs. Another thing that happens is that Data's dad, he was an asthmatic, he gets sold bad asthma medicine, he ends up getting killed. So now there's the revenge plot. So it's not only uncovering this conspiracy, but also revenge for the kid whose father's dead. And that's it. There's some pretty good gore in this come the tail end of it, and it's another one of those like really tongue-in-cheek episodes. It's really goofy. But it has that really cool Goonies type vibe to it, which I really dig a lot. So that's it for Undertaking Parlor. Another really good episode from Season 3. As if I haven't said Season 3 is good enough, it's really good. And that's about it. Like I said before, check out these DVD box sets. You can find them for pretty cheap at this point now. On YouTube, you can watch the entire episodes, all the episodes on YouTube, full. You don't have to even pay for them if you don't want, but support stuff like this, because maybe one day Hollywood will get a bug up their ass and want to do Tales from the Crypt again. And I'm not talking about that Fear Itself crap or most of the crap you got from Masters of Horror and stuff like that. We need Tales from the Crypt back. That's what we need back in America. You can only, if you don't make Tales from the Crypt, the terrorists win, basically. So that's all I got to say about that. And I will see you guys for another edition of Simply Horrifying on the other side. So, good evening.
You've survived another episode of Simply Horrifying. Most end up deader than Mickey Rooney. Wait. He's still alive? Jesus, how old is that guy?